Hello again on YouTube. Mick here again. Got a lot of requests about using the Tig and how to do it. I'm no pro, but I'll show you how I do it and how I've learned to get a result. You just go through when you buy a Tig, you usually get this that goes in there. And basically the gas comes out through these little holes here and then gets swirled around in here and comes out on your tip. So when you're welding, you can't really get a good vision on it. So a good upgrade, that's what's actually inside supporting your gas in there. So on, if you go on eBay or you go on any welding site, you should be able to find these, which are a much better idea. Because you've got the cup you can see through, and the gas gets diffused through a little mesh in there. So you get a much better coverage of gas. You can get a little bit more stick out if you want. And what they call stick out is the distance between your cup and the end of your electrode, without really impeding your weld. And then basically there's so many different TIG machines out there. This one here is an old school, and I prefer it because there's less to go wrong, to tell you the truth, and you can get it repaired. Well, the biggest problem you get with inverter ones is if they get cold and damp, you don't use them for a while, you'll turn it on and it'll blow the board up. So if you have got the inverter style one, you're not using it all the time, please take it home with you, put it in somewhere that's normal temperature, there's no damp, and you won't get the problem, because otherwise you'll blow the motherboard up and it's actually cheaper to go buy a new machine and have it fixed, which is bonkers. So if you can, look around for an old school one. I paid £600 for that 4 years ago and it's absolutely brilliant. This one is a square wave. You can have it set so you adjust the amps on here and have a fixed amount of amps, but the only problem is when you're ticking, you don't really want a fixed amount of amps. The only machines that are good on a fixed amount of amps is a machine if it's got pulse on it. And that means it's increasing the power and decreasing the power on a pulse, so whatever you set it on, it'll pulse in that, and then you can dip with the pulses of the power and it won't melt through. Where I prefer, I tried doing all this when I first started doing TIG. And as soon as I started using the pedal, it took about 10 minutes with the pedal, and it was so much better because you can create your pulse by just dabbing on the pedal, and it just makes life so much easier. So this one's a square wave, this hasn't got any pulse. So it's an AC and a DC machine, so it will weld aluminium and it will weld steel. My preference is stainless steel, the TIG. It is lovely to weld. But yeah, that's it basically on the machines. It's basically whatever it's all down to money at the end of the day, to how much you can afford to spend. Really, when you're welding thin sheet like this, that's the electrode you would use. But I tend to use a bigger one because it's easier. And when you're welding, whatever direction the electrode's pointing, can you see that alright? So if you're pointing straight towards me now, the actual weld the puddle will actually push that way. If you lean that way, it will push over that way, and obviously if you lean that way, it will push over that way. So you can actually just do a little bit of movement with it, will help you actually move your material around and actually create your weld. So don't think you just got, if you're sitting at that angle, you're going to get a good weld, because you might not, because it's going to push it over. So I like to weld directly towards me, or at least keep it square to the weld. Well, you'll notice if you have a little play around by pushing the puddle at different angles with your torch, you'll see exactly what I mean by the way that. So if you think you're welding on one side, you're not quite getting it, just push it across. Just use the electrode to actually push the weld across. So what I'll do now, I'll just put my mask on, and we'll just do a little weld, and see if this camera will pick it up. So we haven't really organised anything to actually show you the welding side of it, but there's so many videos out there. Welding tips and tricks is a really good one. There's also, who's that farmer fella? But if you look on there, there's hundreds, there's the fabrication series, there's loads of really good welders out there just specialise in showing you what to do. But really, the only thing you need to do is practice. But this is a little good tip. Cheater lens. You can get them in various different magnifications, but if you get a 1.5 or a 2 mag, it should be enough. But what I tend to do as well is, I might actually go and get them now actually, I might go and get my reading glasses and put them on as well, and you can see even better. Well, I'll go with that. If I wanted a really good weld, I will put my reading glasses on as well. So we'll fire up, give these a tack and give them a run, and see if you can see them on the camera. Another little tip is to get the weight off your TIG, stick it around your neck, and then get a good position, and actually go for where you're welding and make sure you've still got a steady hand where you're going before you start. And then when you start up, you know you can get where you're going. You just put a couple of little tacks on to start with. But I am going to go and get my glasses. Give me 1 minute. Just being able to see what you're doing with this process, having good light, being comfortable as well while you're doing it. Whatever you can do to change things around to make yourself more comfortable is always a bonus. Can you come in close, Charlie?
I think you're coming a little bit closer, yeah. Okay.
So there's full penetration. Yeah. What all you need to do now for that is lift it up before you beat it with a hammer. If you want to actually beat it flat and panel beat it, all I do is linish both sides, so you take all the bumps away, and that's all there is to it basically. Just taking your time, and you see you can go cut and block. I'm not a full-on expert. You can see there, I wobbled a wee bit, then got in my rhythm, and you just get a nice little weld going. And it is just purely down to just practicing and spending the time doing it. But I do say if you haven't got a pulse welder, definitely use a pedal. Because if you don't use a pedal, you'll start off at the right answer, you'll get too hot, then you'll end up blowing through, or you won't be able to keep up with it. Because you're not practiced at it, it's alright for an experienced welder, they can speed up and actually keep it going, but I think you'll find you'll drift off your line and you'll burn out one side. And just remember that next one, you can just keep moving it about to swap it and melt from there to there. So you can actually keep melting either side rather than, you don't have to concentrate on going down the middle. And don't worry if you weld shit, you know, as long as it's joined the two together, you've always got a grinder. You know, you put a linishing pad in there, take it back. If there's any holes in it, you can always go back and just do the same as what you would do with a tack in the hole. And as long as you actually melt the puddle and melt it all in again, it'd be absolutely fine. But I wouldn't try and keep it a steady flow, because obviously the more time you're there, the more the heat spread is, and the more the heat distortion is. So if you think you're getting warm, stop, let it cool down for a bit, do a bit over here, and then go back and run the other bit in. You don't have to start there and end there. And it's probably a good thing to do, is you do an inch, go back, do an inch. And because every time you weld, the metal tries to pull in. And if you don't tack yourself beforehand, you'll end up with a panel, it'll be touching, you can't get it in, you'll be starting to push up, and it just gets you in all sorts of bothers. So basically, it's just be, you know, do an inch, do another inch, make sure you've done all your tacks all the way around of where you're going. You know, if you need to, use little clamps. These clamps are very good because you actually put it through you have to have a 1mm gap though. You can put it through the panel and then these bits go in the back. There's enough room. So you can sit in there like that and you've got your other bit of metal in there and you can tighten them up, they're very good. Other than that, you could actually even use the really strong little magnets, so sometimes good enough, and that will hold them together. And you end up getting a perfectly flush joint. This is 1.9, sorry, 0.9. And there's not a lot really to say about it. If you've got any questions about it, anything else you want to know, just give us a message and we'll try and answer your question. Because we've been really busy this week, we haven't had time to knock a video out. We are going to do one on Monday morning and show you why we've been busy and why I'm covered in orange. And it'll all explain, it'll all show why we're there. But as you do the thumbs up, do it sharing, get some more subscribers. We'll love you to death. And we'll come back to you later in the week with what we were doing all week. Thank you.